You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events right here in Scotland County. With your hosts Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in Scotland County, it's on right here.
And hello everybody, welcome to Carolina and Company Live on the road in Laurinburg in Scotland County. We're right here at our host site today, and if you look behind us, this is an old prison. It's Scotland Correctional Center. It's been vacant now since 2001.
It has.
But they've got a lot of big plans for this place.
They sure do. They're going to have a place for veterans to come and also doing internships here to get back on their feet to finish their degrees. They're also going to have a place for diversified youth called A Growing Change. We're going to learn a little bit more about all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're going to learn about that
in just a minute. And today's show, we've got pre-K. We're going to go see the little ones.
Yeah.
The African heritage.
Okay.
Got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
A lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about when we come up in this area. We're so happy you're with us. It's a Wednesday. Stay with us. We'll be back.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the road up here in Scotland, Laurinburg area. We do it every Wednesday. We bring you up to date on everything that's going on in this area. Now we're here at Scotland Correctional Center, an old prison that's been around for a long time, and they're about to make a lot of changes here.
They sure are. We've got Norm with us. And tell us what you guys are going to do with this. It's called Flip the Prison, or, you know, changes that are going to happen. Tell us.
Well, I moved back in 2000 to take care of my mom, who was an Alzheimer's victim. And as a mental health therapist, began working with youth who had grown up in challenges that were beyond their control and had gone on to create further challenges for themselves as they had been kicked out of home, kicked out of school, and put on probation at a young age. And so after my mother's passing, my LA wife decided to stay in this region. And so I began looking around and discovered that we had a lot of closed prisons. These small prisons, field camp prisons, were the way that North Carolina built our road systems. And so in our region, if you put a pin in where we're standing today and you draw a circle with a 50-mile radius, you'll find 6 closed units. Whoa. So we went about trying to answer the new question of what to do with old prisons. And so we're forming a national model for how we can use these old prisons to help communities that have certain challenges.
Okay, and so you guys are not only, you're helping youth with one diversified program, and then you're also helping veterans, and they will be the ones that are here.
Yeah, explain that to us
tell
too.
us the two different models.
All right, thank you for bringing that up. The only people who would be living on site would be the returning veterans, who would be living in the residential internships on the site. What we're doing is we're taking the old warden house, the old soup house, the old admin house, and we're flipping them into residential internships for returning veterans. And these veterans are involved in our sister universities. We're involved in 8 different universities, but certainly North Carolina A&T State University, North Carolina State, and UNCP are some of our biggest partners. Although I do have to admit that Duke University will be here next week as well.
All right, so this is giving the veterans something to come back to and giving them a place to stay and everything too.
And specifically, this will give them a residential internship for when they are completing their 4-year degrees in college, where they will stay for free and it will free up their GI Bill.
All right, now it's going to be used for something else too. What else is it going to be used for?
So we're taking those young people who have now are our leaders, and in fact, many of them serve on my board. So they went. I went from being their therapist, and now they're my boss. So I'm not sure how to work that. But they've turned their future around. They flipped their prison, and so now they're helping to become experts in flipping prisons. And so they are the young men who have helped us test a clinical pilot model. And now, 5 years running, we're 92% successful in preventing youth who were in the juvenile correctional system from entering the adult correctional system.
Wow.
So you're looking at this for a national deal. You're checking it out here, starting it up, trying to get pushed all over for a lot of the facilities that are just sitting there.
Exactly, and this is the proof of concept that's brought in a lot of national and even some international interest from other partners. As a country mouse, being from Scotland County, I was amazed when they first sent me to Manhattan. And in the same week that I received support from George Soros for a George Soros Fellowship of 2015, we also received an endorsement from Right on Crime, which is Newt Gingrich, Meese, and Norquist's group.
Yeah.
So this is a solution that makes sense to both sides of the aisle.
It's going to take a lot of money to put all this together, Norm.
And that is the reason we're excited that we've been attracting national partnerships,
Yes.
corporations, foundations, and there are specifically North Carolina monies dedicated for building reuse. It's just that it's not usually utilized for poor rural regions.
Right.
Well, it's amazing with all the prisons that are sitting around not being used that they could be used for something. So I really hope this program works for y'all.
Amen, brother. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
That's right. I know we were looking at some of it because there's a lot of stuff here that can be put to use, but it's got to have some work done. It's going to take a little money to make it all happen.
Amen. And
Definitely.
we're going to be taking the front guard tower.
Yes.
And we're going to be flipping it into a climbing wall rappelling station.
Oh, all right.
We're taking the front cell block and we're turning it into a residence for children to stay overnight when they're visiting their incarcerated parents just down the street at the very much open Scotland Correctional Center.
Wow.
So we have some
lot of stuff coming up.
national
Big plans
models. Yeah.
for
Keep
this
up the
place
good
and
work, man.
model.
Keep
That's
it going.
awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
you.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stay where you are. We'll be right back.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
Feeling hungry? Then get to Nick's Pick Quick. At Nick's, you'll find a full selection of fresh handmade food that's guaranteed to satisfy any appetite. Huh? Yeah, that's right. We said fresh. Fried chicken, chicken wings, buffalo wings, mac and cheese, and more. Plus, buy pizza by the slice or buy it by the whole pie. And did I mention our pizza dough is made from scratch every day? So whether you're in the mood for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even just a quick snack, make it Nick's. With 13 locations, there's one right around the corner. Nick's Pick Quick.
This is not someplace you have to be. This is a place that you want to be.
You get that feeling when you come in that, wow, I'm home.
People that live in neighborhoods, they come and say, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so well developed.
6 o'clock this morning, I was in the fitness center. Will be tomorrow. Walk in the days in between. Swim.
Enthusiasm. That's what they have here. Enthusiasm.
So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you.
Southeast Farm Equipment is your leading John Deere tractor dealer in North and South Carolina. Got a job to do? Get the right tool right here. Our team of John Deere professionals will make sure you have exactly what you need and when you need it. We have everything from lawnmowers and handheld products to large agricultural equipment. Plus, when it comes to keeping your Deere running, we've got you covered. So stop in today or visit us online at southeastfarmequipment.com.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And hello, everybody. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're in Laurinburg, Scotland County, and we are on the road learning so much today.
That's right. We're at the Scotland Healthcare Systems, and today we are talking about the Community Rehab Center here. And we've got Gary and Kevin with us, and they're going to tell us a little bit about the STAR program, its history, and some other things about this rehab facility. All right, the history of the STAR program. Tell us.
Well, cancer rehab kind of got its start because years ago they did some research studies, and what they found was that 90% of cancer patients have some type of physical impairment that inhibits their quality of life. Those same studies showed that 75% of those patients had cancer-related fatigue, so they were worn out.
Yeah.
But what they also found out was when they did quality of life surveys is that the greatest impact on their quality of life wasn't the cancer diagnosis, it was the fact that they couldn't do things that they used to be able to do because of those physical impairments.
So that's where rehabilitation came in.
Exactly. The interesting thing is that those same studies showed that even though they had all those impairments, only 30% of those patients were being referred for rehab. And, you know, it's because people thought, well, you know, they're worn out, they're going to chemo, they're going to radiation.
Right.
The last thing they need is another physical appointment.
Right.
But what they showed was that 30% that went actually had decreased pain, decreased fatigue, improved quality of life, and so that's kind of how cancer rehab was kind of born. So when the National Institute for Cancer and other places, they said, you know what, a missing piece of the puzzle is cancer rehab. Dr. Barry Brooks, who was an oncologist for the U.S. Oncology Network, actually said this. He said cancer rehab, before, during, and after cancer therapy, is the largest unaddressed need in oncology. He said routine referrals for cancer rehab are not an option, they're absolutely essential for high quality outcomes. And so therefore, that's how we kind of started the STAR program.
Right, well that makes a lot of sense because obviously if you're tired, you think exercise is going to make it worse. It actually makes it better for you. So Kevin, what do you do here, and tell us a little bit about your role?
Yeah, so we started the STAR program here at Scotland Healthcare System in October of 2014. So just touch it along with what Gary said. Cancer has many impairments and side effects that come from cancer itself, and then some of the treatments that go along with helping to fight it, whether it be surgery, whether it be chemotherapy or radiation. Some of those side effects are fatigue, pain, weakness, problems with walking and balance, memory and concentration issues, problems with lymphedema, which is swelling of the arms or legs that you get sometimes from the chemotherapy, and then also just from the ordeal of cancer itself, stress, anxiety, and depression. So what we try to do with our program is we look at each individual and those specific certain sets of impairments that they have, the side effects that they have, and we make up a plan that addresses those problems. We work on trying to improve them, which then improves their ability to get back to a normal kind of better quality of life, better functioning at home.
All right, well this place here is unbelievable, and you can rehabilitate everything. I see all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a 4,000 square foot gym, has a walking track, as you can see, has cardiovascular equipment, weight equipment. We have modalities for pain control, so we can pretty much cover anything and everything you can think of.
It's pretty incredible. That's a great program.
This is very amazing, because a lot of people, like you said, they got cancer, they're too tired, they don't want to do it, but it helps.
Absolutely, and our outcome studies, we do outcome studies. Kevin can talk about it as well, but all of our outcome studies show that patients' pain is decreasing, their fatigue is decreasing, their endurance is increasing, so it's a big benefit.
Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us. All right, we got a lot more coming up. All you got to do is hang around and find out more about the Laurinburg, Scotland County area.
We're redefining and reimagining what it means to deliver. Because to us, why deliver when you can over-deliver? So we've engineered a car with a warming oven heated up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Introducing the 2016 Domino's DXP. Order 2 medium 2 topping pizzas for $5.99 each and learn more about the DXP at Domino's.com.
This is not someplace you have to be. This is a place that you want to be.
You get that feeling when you come in that, wow, I'm home.
People that live in neighborhoods, they come and say, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so well developed.
6 o'clock this morning, I was in the fitness center. Will be tomorrow. Walk in the days in between. Swim.
Enthusiasm. That's what they have here. Enthusiasm.
So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you.
Southeast Farm Equipment is your leading John Deere tractor dealer in North and South Carolina. Got a job to do? Get the right tool right here. Our team of John Deere professionals will make sure you have exactly what you need and when you need it. We have everything from lawnmowers and handheld products to large agricultural equipment. Plus, when it comes to keeping your Deere running, we've got you covered. So stop in today or visit us online at southeastfarmequipment.com.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the streets of Laurinburg today on the road, and we're talking to a lot of different people. And now we're going to find out something about a festival coming up. I think it's next week.
It will be on June 24th. The African American Heritage Committee puts on what's called the Taste of Africa. We've got Daniel here. And tell us a little bit about the festival. What's it going to be like?
Well, the Taste of Africa is held once a year.
Yes.
And it's usually encompass African cuisine, African entertainment by way of storytelling, drummers, African dance. So this year we're going to have none other than Giovanni Jackson of 215 on Main catering the event. In times past it hadn't been catered, it's just been a potluck. So we wanted to take it over a little bit and take it to the next level. And so she will be preparing authentic African cuisine. And we're going to have some entertainment by Tyrus Jones, who's a storyteller. He's going to be telling some stories of African tales and natural stories and original stories. And we also have Ayinde Hurry of Hurry Up Foundation. He's the director and founder, and he's going to be here doing some African drumming and some dancing. And so we're really excited about what's coming about and what's to take place.
Now, where is it going to be?
It's going to be located, and we're going to have it at the Storytelling Arts Center here in Laurinburg. It's right down the street from 215 on Main. The address is 131 North Main Street, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And it's going to be from 6 till 8 on June 24th.
Awesome.
All right, now, when y'all came back to this, when did it all start? When did all of this start?
It started, the African American Heritage Committee has been in operation for more than about 10 years. They put on 2 events annually. One is the Taste of Africa, and the other is the Kumba Festival that's held in September, and that's on a larger scale where you have vendors and much more African entertainment, jazz, gospel, and that's done in Market Park. It came out of a need to be able to share the African culture with the community and be able to give back to the community as a whole.
Well, this is going to be an exciting event. So y'all do 2 a year. That's pretty good.
We do 2 a year. The Taste of Africa, which will be in June, and the Kumba Festival, which will be September. Now, the Kumba Festival is on a large scale, and hopefully we can get you guys back down to talk about that in September.
So what kind of food is she going to be making?
Yeah.
What kind of food is made for that?
You know what? I'm at a loss.
You don't know.
But it's going to be African
But it's
food.
It's going to be like
authentic African food.
It's not going to be no
Just
Google
regular stuff.
like when you Google African cuisine. No, she's making authentic because Giovanni Jackson, which is the owner of 215, she has roots in Africa. She has some African roots, so she's going to be making the authentic African foods. I know with the plantains, I know it may be some curry, some jerk somewhere in there, but it's some other soups that she was talking about.
Cool.
So she has a menu that she's spread out.
So definitely food to come that you're only going to probably get during something like this.
During something like this. You're not going to be able to go to a restaurant. You're not going to be able to go anywhere to grocery stores and get this. This is going to be authentic African cuisine.
All right, now tell us one more time. It's next week. What's the date on it?
June 24th.
Right.
And it's going to be from 6 to 8. Doors open at 5:30, and it's going to be held at the Storytelling Building in Laurinburg, North Carolina.
Very cool.
Thanks
Lots
a lot,
to do.
Daniel. We appreciate it, buddy.
I really thank you all for having us.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Stay tuned for more Carolina and Company on the road in Scotland County.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
We're redefining and reimagining what it means to deliver. Because to us, why deliver when you can over-deliver? So we've engineered a car with a warming oven heated up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Introducing the 2016 Domino's DXP. Order 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each and learn more about the DXP at Domino's.com.
Feeling hungry? Then get to Nick's Pick Quick. At Nick's, you'll find a full selection of fresh handmade food that's guaranteed to satisfy any appetite. Huh? Yeah, that's right. We said fresh. Fried chicken, chicken wings, buffalo wings, mac and cheese, and more. Plus, buy pizza by the slice or buy it by the whole pie. And did I mention our pizza dough is made from scratch every day? So whether you're in the mood for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even just a quick snack, make it Nick's. With 13 locations, there's one right around the corner. Nick's Pick Quick.
Southeast Farm Equipment is your leading John Deere tractor dealer in North and South Carolina. Got a job to do? Get the right tool right here. Our team of John Deere professionals will make sure you have exactly what you need and when you need it. We have everything from lawnmowers and handheld products to large agricultural equipment. Plus, when it comes to keeping your Deere running, we've got you covered. So stop in today or visit us online at southeastfarmequipment.com.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back. Carolina and Company live on the road, Laurinburg, Scotland County. And we're right now at I. Ellis Elementary School, and we're going to find out a little bit about a program they've put together. We're right in the middle of a preschool class, and we're going to find out pre-K, right?
That's right.
That's what we're going to find
That's
about.
right. We've got Miss Luann with us, and she is the district coordinator for the pre-K program.
That's right.
Tell us what it's all about.
Okay, we have district-wide in our county a North Carolina program that's called NC Pre-K, and it features 4-year-old children that turn 4 before they go to school, the year before they go to kindergarten, and they are at risk. We identify them by income or either needs that they may have, chronic health problems, some developmental things. So we get a large majority of the children that we have here in Scotland County, give them the opportunity to get ready for kindergarten.
So you help prepare them so they're not in shock when they walk into a kindergarten classroom.
They learn things like walking down the hall, getting used to sharing, being in a group setting, learning to count, the shapes, their numbers, those kind of things.
How did North Carolina come up with this?
It is a state program. Prior to NC Pre-K, we had what we call More at 4. They were similar. The governor of North Carolina appropriated it. We get state funds. Now, some local funds. We have programs in school systems and in local child care systems.
Wow.
Have a committee that governs it and makes sure we're following all the regulations that we need.
All right, now how long has this been in operation?
We've probably had this program for about 17 years in different forms, different funding forms, but we've had pre-K for Scotland County for at least that many years.
So it's been pretty successful then if you've had it long.
Very successful. We started out with half-day programs, having 2 half-days so we could serve more children, and then the state adopted the program, so we went to the NC Pre-K program. And now they come 5 days a week, 180 days for a school year, come all school days.
It's school. It's like getting them ready for it.
That's right. It's school before they go to kindergarten.
That's really neat.
Well, thank you. We're going to find out more. We're going to talk to somebody else now about pre-K.
Okay.
That's right. All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
We will be back in just a second. Stay tuned.
We're redefining and reimagining what it means to deliver. Because to us, why deliver when you can over-deliver? So we've engineered a car with a warming oven heated up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Introducing the 2016 Domino's DXP. Order 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each and learn more about the DXP at Domino's.com.
Feeling hungry? Then get to Nick's Pick Quick. At Nick's, you'll find a full selection of fresh handmade food that's guaranteed to satisfy any appetite. Huh? Yeah, that's right. We said fresh. Fried chicken, chicken wings, buffalo wings, mac and cheese, and more. Plus, buy pizza by the slice or buy it by the whole pie. And did I mention our pizza dough is made from scratch every day? So whether you're in the mood for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even just a quick snack, make it Nick's. With 13 locations, there's one right around the corner. Nick's Pick Quick.
This is not someplace you have to be. This is a place that you want to be.
Oh, you get that feeling when you come in that, wow, I'm home.
People that live in neighborhoods, they come and say, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so well developed.
6 o'clock this morning, I was in the fitness center. Will be tomorrow. Walk in the days in between. Swim.
Enthusiasm. That's what they have here. Enthusiasm.
So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back. We're going to find out more about pre-K right now.
That's right. We're at I. Ellis Johnson Pre-K, and we have one of our teachers here. This is Heather. Heather, why is it so important for this program to be in the schools in the state? What's the big deal?
This is how the kids get started in school. We start off fun, making education fun. We learn through play. They have a good time. They don't even realize they're learning. We have such fun and read stories. And
so what's a typical day look like when they come in?
When we come in, while everybody's coming in, they work at the tables, and then we all go to breakfast. Then they come in and have story time and answer some questions, make sure they're comprehending like they're supposed to. Then we go to centers and play. Then we play outside a little bit and come back in and go to lunch. And
it makes them want to be here and want to be a part of school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Does this also help you identify different learning issues or things with the kids? How does that work?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a good way to grab those issues early.
Right.
What kind of special K recognition have y'all received in this class?
Our daycare, our pre-K programs are 5-star rated.
Wow.
So we have to go through a lot of inspections and fun stuff like Anchor's ratings and state visits, surprise state visits. And
so you got to run kind of a tight ship, but still make it look fun in here.
Our team.
How long have you been here?
Here, this is my first year here, but I've been teaching in the county for 17 years.
That's 17 years.
17 years.
Wow.
You're a pro.
Pre-K all the way.
Pre-K all the way.
Very
hey,
sweet.
Good job. Good job.
We have a good time.
All right, guys. We'll be right back in just a second. Stay tuned. Carolina and Company live on the road in Scotland County.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the road up here in Laurinburg, Scotland counties. We've had a great time today. Showed you a lot of interesting things, and we're ending up in an old prison.
That's right. The Scotland County Correctional Center is where we are, and Growing Change, the program that we've just talked about, is a pretty neat program and a kind of a cool place to have it, huh?
That's right. That's what they're moving in to use this old facility, so that's
right.
pretty neat. All right. We hope you've had a great time today because we always do when we come up here. Until next time.
See you on the road to Scotland County. Y'all have a good one.